Welcome back, everybody. Do you have somebody that is difficult to buy presents for? Somebody that has pretty much everything and you don't know what to get them? Apparently, I am that person. My fiance never knows what to buy me, and apparently I'm extremely hard to buy presents for. So I don't think I am. I like a lot of different things, but maybe I am. So she bought me a present the other day, and it got shipped here. So it's the TRSC Industry Survival Kit. It's $30 on Amazon, $30 or $40 on Amazon. And all I did was take it out of the box. So I figure we'll open it together, see what all is in it. But apparently this is something that is easy to buy for the person that is hard to buy for. So let's check it out. So first off, it comes in this nice little canvas bag. What's in it is there's a waterproof box and a space blanket, emergency blanket, if my camera will focus on it. So you can always use a space blanket. It's good to have. So waterproof box, a little carabiner on it so you can hang it. Let's see what's in this thing. Oh, alright. So first thing I see is this. I don't know, camera's not wanting to cooperate, but for those of you who don't know, this is a water bottle holder. Oh, it's got a snap and Velcro on it. If you've got a bag like this one, and it's got the mole stitching on it, this actually goes through the mole stitching, and you can hang a water bottle from your bag. So that's pretty cool. Next is a paracord survival bracelet. So this one's got a whistle on it, a compass, and it's got a fire starter right there. Strikers on that side. So there it goes. That is difficult. Figure it out later. It sparked once, but paracord, you can always use paracord, and fire starters always good to have. And there you go. There's a whistle. There's a nice metal whistle. Always good to have whistles. What do we got here? Oh, flashlight. Ooh, crap. Flashlight with dead batteries. Flashlight with no batteries in it. I'll have to find some batteries for that. But good little flashlight. Adjustable beam. Not too bad. Alright. Next thing is another fire starter. This one actually looks pretty nice. It's got your ferro rod and your striker all on a little lanyard. The striker has a measuring tape on it and a bottle opener. Yeah, it's a bottle opener. works a little bit better than the one on the survival bracelet. What else we got in here? We have a pin. So these are known as survival pins. You're supposed to be able to use it as a weapon and a pin. It's a metal pin. Pretty nice little clip on it, and it's got a glass breaker on the end of it. So it's a really nice ink pen. You can take them apart and replace the ink in them and stuff like that. But it's a really nice metal pen like that. Yeah. Ooh, it's kind of a nice knife. I like that. So this, I guess you would call it a multi-use knife or a survival knife or whatever. But it's a really nice lock blade. On the back side right here, that's a glass breaker, and right here in this cut right here is a seatbelt cutter. So if you're stuck in a car, you can actually take that, put your seatbelt in it, cut your seatbelt, and break glass. But that is a nice little knife. I really like that one. I like the spring assist. I like that one. What else we got in here? Yeah, we got a carabiner, not for climbing. This one actually has the little lock on the tab, so it's just like a piece of rubber, but you can, oh, this one's actually metal. Oh, and it screws on. Okay, so that's a better one. So you can open the carabiner and then you can take it and screw it closed to where the carabiner can't come open, so you don't lose whatever you got clipped with your carabiner. It's actually a nice little clip. We have the survival credit card. So these are multi-tools that are the size of a credit card. This one's actually kind of nice. It's got a knife blade here on the bottom of it. I'm not too sure about that. It's kind of an exposed sharp edge. But then you got a bottle opener here. Flip this over so y'all can see it. There's a bottle opener here. This slot right here is actually different size wrenches. That is a can opener right there, and it's got some cordage right here. I wouldn't call that paracord, but it's cordage, and it's got a serrated piece right here. Not too sure how I feel about this one, because it's got a fairly sharp edge and a serrated edge right there. Then you're supposed to carry this in your wallet, so it's not bad. It might come in handy for something. Another pretty cool little item. Oh, little fishing kit. You can always use a little emergency fishing kit. It's got a hook, bait, string. We'll leave that in the bag. And last but not least, so you got there's padding inside the waterproof case. The case actually does have a gasket around the lid, so fairly certain the box is probably actually waterproof. It's got 4 different clips on it, so well, that one's not going to be waterproof because it's got a hole in the back of it right there. But looks like it got damaged in shipping, so So it does have a hole in the back of it, so that's not going to be waterproof. And then this, I'm not taking this out of the bag either, because we'll take it out of the bag. Let's see if I can get the bag open. I'll probably never get this back in the bag. This is a survival saw, or an emergency saw. Basically, you unwrap the wire that's on there. You can stick your fingers through the loops, and you can actually use this to saw through branches and stuff like that. So I've used these before. They're nice. They come in handy, especially if you're doing like little bushcrafty things or something like that. They come in handy. Sometimes they're not really that strong, so whenever you go to sawing on a log or something, they end up breaking. That one's fairly sturdy. So yeah, there you go. It's a handsaw. And that is everything that is in that box. So if you've got somebody that's into outdoor stuff and it's hard to buy for, and a lot of times, unless you're into outdoor stuff, it is kind of hard to buy for people that are into outdoor stuff, because you really never know what they're gonna like or what they have. I mean, I've got stuff everywhere. I've got boxes of stuff out in the garage and everything else, so I do have a lot of stuff. But you know, when I'm putting a bag together or something, it's always nice to have an extra little ferro rod to carry. I generally don't use ferro rods, but I always carry one just in case. I get a lot of people telling me, oh, you can't rely on just a lighter. I don't rely on just a lighter. I use a lighter 99.99% of the time. I use a lighter. I can start a fire with this, but I like having a lighter because it's just easier. But I do always carry these, so it's nice to have extra ones of those. The survival bracelets are nice to have because it's always good to have extra paracord and everything. And this you can just clip on the outside of your backpack. They don't really weigh much anything, but they're always good to have, and it's always good to have extra cordage. But yeah, as far as the rest of this stuff, I put a battery in this flashlight and we'll see if it works. But the one thing that I do like out of all this is this knife. It doesn't have a brand name on it or anything, but to me, for what I've paid for knives in the past and everything, the $30 cost of this kit is paid for right here in this knife. So basically, you buy a nice knife and you get all this other stuff for free. And I do like this knife. This might be my new carry knife, my everyday knife. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you had any questions on whether or not this was worth buying, in my opinion, I'd say yeah. For the amount of stuff that you get in it and the quality of looking at the stuff, I mean, it looks high quality. I mean, everything's metal. I mean, it's tough. You know, the flashlight, the pen, the knife, the card, everything's metal. And I mean, that's a decent looking ferro rod right there. So I mean, I would say between the ferro rod and the knife, you got more than your $30 worth right there. And then you're adding everything else into it. So is it worth buying it? Yeah, I would definitely say it's worth buying, especially if you got somebody that's hard to buy for, like I said. So yeah, I give it a thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.